Oh, shoot.
Hey,
Oh well,
okay.
I'll just go over that
Please,
part
so
again.
that I'll be able to go back because the line is breaking. I'll hear you and I will not hear you.
Okay, so from this part, let me just explain from this part. So for dialing a phone number, only phone numbers that have been added can be dialed, yeah? So which is why we are going to create something like a validation that checks if this contact has the phone number that was passed into the dial phone number function. Is that clear? Is that clear? Hey. So let me just skip that part. We'll get back to this dial phone number shortly. So update the telephone class so it uses the observer pattern and have methods to add observer, remove observer, and notify observers. So we're going to create that quickly. Add observer. And then we pass observer into this place. Observer, yeah, as an argument. Then remember what we did in add phone number. This dot observer dot add. Then we'll pass in that observer. Yeah. Well, okay, I think that's for here. Then we'll create another function. Remove observer. Remove observer. And then pass in the observer we want to remove. Then inside the function, this dot observer dot delete. Remember, sets make use of delete to remove an element. Observer. Then the last function they talked about here is notify observer. So notify observers. Observer. Boom. We should pass in a message to this notify observers. And then do this. We'll leave this place, we'll leave this particular notify observers and get back to it later. So let's go back to dial phone number. Remember, the rule is saying where did you say that? Okay, have the telephone class notify the observers anytime the phone is dialed. So whenever you call this dial phone number class, whenever you dial whenever you call this dial phone number method, it is meant to notify the observers using this observer function. So what you do is this dot notify. Do you know why I'm using this dot notify here?
No.
So okay, so this dot notify refers to the object, this particular object, this telephone object you're seeing.
God, this line is breaking.
It refers to this telephone object, the object that was created for this telephone. It refers to the notify observers function inside the object. You know, when you create an object of this telephone, these functions can be accessed using this dot the function name. Is that clear? So I'm going to make use of this dot notify observers, and then passing a message. The message should be something like, hi, let's message be equal to, I am dialing. Okay, let me use this. Let me use this. I am dialing this number. So this is the message I will pass into this. Now, for the notify observers function, we need to create another class called observers to set something inside there. So create a class observer. It should have a method that can be called by the telephone class to notify it. Create a class for the observer. It should have a method that can be called by the telephone class to notify the observer. So here's what we'll do. We'll create a class observer. No. Constructor. Yes. Constructor. I'm on a live distance. I'm on a live distance. I'm on a live distance. So, sorry. So for the constructor, for the observer, we should have a function that will be called updates. That will be called to the telephone by the telephone class. Now I'm going to pass message into its message, and the message should be console. So nope. So .log message. We're going to make it as simple as possible. So then we'll go back to this notify observers. Now I'm back to the notify observers. It's saying that, see, I want to notify the observers with a particular message. It is this notify observers now that calls the update function inside the observer class. Now, how do we access the update function inside the observer class? Because we created an observer, we added an observer. Adding that observer is like we're going to instantiate the observer class later. So once we pass an observer into this place, it means we have access to the functions of that object. Are you getting me? So because we are adding observers, because we are adding an observer object to this observer set, here's what happens. We'll do const for. We'll use a for loop to do const observer of this dot observer. This is a for loop. We'll use it to access each observer inside the observer database. Then we are now like, we'll call a function observer dot update with a message. Update the message. Now, what we'll do here is I think the code is complete already. The code is complete. So are you still here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you now. I could not hear you before. The thing is breaking, like seriously. Sometimes I will hear you, sometimes I will not hear you.
Okay, so don't worry. So the code is actually complete. Like I'm done. The code is complete.
Just record it, then I'll listen to the recording.
Yeah, the code is complete. I'm done with the code.
Can you hear me?
I am done with the code already. So let me just run it for you.
Okay, you're done with the code.
Yes. So we are going to we'll instantiate the.
Okay, you're done with everything.
Yes. Const. Yes, I'm done with the code. Const phone is equal to new telephone Now we instantiated the phone number, the telephone. We want to instantiate the observer. So I'm going to use const Ozioma is equal to new observer, new observer. And then we're going to add another observer, const Victor is equal to new observer because they said two observers. Now, once that is done, we're going to add phone number. We're going to add a phone number. Phone dot add contacts. Add phone number. Pass the number into it. 234 blah 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 blah. And then okay, you know what? Just copy this cut. Let's phone number equal to this. So we're going to pass phone number into this place. And then we'll dial phone number. Phone dot dial phone number. Phone number. I think that's pretty much it. Let's run the code to see how it works. Okay. Dial phone number. Sorry, so we didn't add the observers. Before we dial a phone number, we should add the observers. So we'll do Ozioma dot add. Sorry, we'll do telephone. We'll do phone because phone is the object of this class. We'll do phone dot add observer. And then we're going to pass the observer we created, Ozioma. We're going to pass any of these observers, Ozioma and Victor. So that way we can run this code to see how it works. Yeah, so the observer says, let me make this a bit more. Notify observers. So we're going to update this message with okay, you know what? Let's do it this way. We're going to pass in an observer's name. And then this dot name is equal to name. Okay. So when we are passing this here, console.log name sorry, this dot observer, this dot name. So okay, just to contrast a bit. Okay, my bad. So over here, we're supposed to pass the name into it. Ozioma. And then here we're supposed to pass Victor. Let me clear my screen. Enlarge this a bit more so you could see what is going on here, and then run the code. Yeah, so it's saying, Ozioma, I am dialing this number. Victor, I am dialing this number because we called the observer, we notified the observers, and then we are updating the observers by saying this. Ozioma, I'm dialing this. Victor, I'm dialing this. I think that's pretty much it. My laptop is about to go off. So let me just save this very quickly. Also, please do not forget to record the video so we do not have to revisit topics in detail, because we'll be going a little hard next week. Just by the time in favor you actually was recording while I was typing the message. I will don't mind. Okay, so let this be on record. We appreciate your comments and your commendation. So good. Thank you very much. And the video is recorded. All right. Do have a great evening and a weekend. Today is what? 28th January, Saturday. All right. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Bye.
You can find that one and
Stop record.